Hello, my darlings. Welcome back to a new Pick a Card reading. Today, we are going to find out your person's deepest feelings for you. So whether it is your twin flame, your soulmate, your beloved, your crush, we're going to go in deep on exactly how they feel about you at this time. What would they wish for you to know? So if you are new to this channel, I am Dr. V. I am so happy to have you here. Make sure that you do hit that subscribe and join the incredible Live Tarot family. We are all here to support one another on our journey, whether it is to unite with that special person, whether it is to make your current relationship better, like even better than what it already is, or whether it's to reunite with that special person that you may be in some form of struggle or separation with. And see, when you join the community, you subscribe, you exchange energy with me, with everybody else. I can much more deeply connect with you, your individual energy, and I feel that it really does, give these general readings even more depth, even more power, so that you can get very clear messages. So that's why I always say, make sure that you do subscribe. Also turn on notifications so you don't miss any further readings as well. So I have 3 options for you today to choose from. And today's theme is actually the cat. So we have 3 different kinds of cats here for you. You can pick number 1, number 2, number 3, or you can pick them all and take the messages that resonate for you and your situation and leave the rest. Now, if you'd like to have specific guidance on your unique journey, you can also have a personal reading with me, or you can order any of these oracle decks that I have created for you to also give you more clarity at home. So let's take a look at your options. Okay, so for group number 1, we have the Lynx, keeper of secrets. Take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see others' secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. So I'm going to give you just a moment after each one to meditate, take a deep breath, see which one you feel most intuitively guided to. So that is the Lynx. For group number 1, we have the Lion, higher calling. You have within you all of the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. And for group number 3, we have the Cat, independent. You are a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. So go ahead and make your selection. It's a hard one today. I love all 3 of these. And we'll go ahead and get started with the Lynx here. All right, my beautiful group 1 that chose the Lynx. Here is your reading on your person's deepest feelings for you. What are they thinking and feeling? Let's take a look here for your person. For our beautiful group 1. Let's pull your tarot, and then we have some oracle cards here as well. So please tell us, Spirit, for our beautiful group 1. What are your person's deepest feelings for you at this time? So we have here the Hierophant in reverse. Wow, beautiful. We have the Two of Cups. Let me show you how beautiful this card is. I love it. I love that. What else should we know about their deepest feelings for you? we have the Nine of Cups. Very interesting energy coming through here. So first of all, I feel like there's two separate groups here emerging already. Okay, there's one group of you, I feel, who are in some form of third-party situations, okay? Because with this Hierophant coming here in reverse, I feel like for some of you, your person right now is in the process or is struggling to leave a connection that is no longer serving them, that is no longer working for them. They may have been in this for quite some time. They may have felt for quite some time that they're very stuck in that connection. But I feel like it's become more of a very kind of rigid responsibility type of situation. And please do know, third-party situation doesn't always have to be romantic. It can be any person, any third person or situation that is obstructing or blocking your union with your person. And with this Hierophant coming in reverse, I feel like for some of you, there is some sort of situation here that your person has felt very restricted in. It's a situation that they feel has robbed them of their freedom. Like I said, doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It can be something that is in their life, something that they feel some sort of a responsibility or obligation to, that is starting to feel extremely rigid, that is starting to feel very much like it is constricting their energy. Like I'm getting this energy of them almost having a hard time breathing. You know, that energy of like, wow, I can't even take a breath here because this situation is starting to suffocate me. That's the energy that I'm getting. So that is one group of you. Your person is right now really struggling to let go of whatever that situation is, because what they really want is two things. And I feel like that message is the same regardless of the two groups, because the second group, what I'm getting is that you're not in a third party situation, but this Hierophant in reverse, what this represents for your person is that they are trying to unstuck their energy from something that is constricting them. So like I said, for one group of you, it is a third party. For other groups of you, it's not a third party situation. It's something within their life experience. It could be even be like their own limiting beliefs, right? Like they tend to have some sort of like rigidity of opinions that keep them stuck. They tend to have certain fears and things that are like a system of restriction upon them that keep them stuck. Like for some of them, I even feel like it has to do with their material world. There's some aspect of either their career, the way they need to work. Either it could be like they have some sort of a business that is very restrictive, or they may have a career that requires a lot from them. They may have a boss that is very difficult. They may be in some sort of a corporate atmosphere where there's a lot of competition, a lot of cutthroat kind of competition. Where sometimes they feel like their life is not even their own, you know, like it's like they have to put the job first, or they have to put the career first. For some of you, I'm even feeling like military vibes, you know, like because this Hierophant can also represent hierarchies, right? So for some of you, I feel like your person may even be in the military, where again, they feel like their life is not their own. It is determined by somebody else. Like they have to do literally what somebody else says. They're part of some sort of a structure of discipline or a structure of hierarchy. Or they just have that kind of career where they have some sort of like contracts that need to be fulfilled. That are very restrictive. Okay, so this is why I feel like either way, whether it's, you know, a third party situation, your person being in a marriage or a committed relationship, or any other kind of situation where it's like that career, the military, contracts, that kind of stuff. Either way, I feel like these two energies are the same for both of those groups of people. I feel like what your person really wants is kind of a succession. Okay, their deepest feelings for you are that they absolutely wish to be with you, but they really want to feel the freedom to do so. Okay, they don't feel free right now to communicate, to truly express the depth and the level of their feelings for you. They want to come into partnership with you. Look at this beautiful, I love the beautiful two hands that are coming together on this card. They want to feel that partnership. And I feel like right now they're frustrated. They're feeling insecure and they're feeling limited and they're feeling like they are not fulfilled. They're not getting the partnership that they want. They're not getting the depth, like they're not satisfied. You know, it's like that when you have this deep hunger, this deep desire to have this kind of love, but you feel like you may have it to a certain extent, but it doesn't feel fulfilling. I feel like even if you guys are together, whether you're struggling or not, but that the love, the connection is good, but they're feeling like they want more. Like it's not as much as they want it to be because of these restrictions. So they feel like they're dissatisfied, like they're hungering, longing for more with you. But what's interesting is that I feel like before they can even get here, it's like they have to pass through this Nine of Cups energy. So I feel like what they really want is a combination of first feeling like themselves again. This Nine of Cups to me is very much about your person maybe having lost themselves along the way because of this Hierophant's energy. I feel like they are really looking to find themselves again. They want to feel like they have 2 feet on solid ground again. They want to feel emotionally content with themselves. They want to know who they are. They want to reestablish their own kind of identity. They want to reestablish, like, you know, I want to feel good about me, because when I can feel good about me again, I can feel even better about us. So this is why I feel like it's a progression. They want to progress coming out of this Hierophant's energy to this Nine of Cups, so they feel like they are balanced again. They feel like they are feeling really good about themselves, who they are, where they're going. And when they feel really good about themselves, now they can offer you much, much more. But if they're feeling limited, if they're feeling exhausted, if they're feeling restricted, they also don't have enough to offer to you. And as a result, they also feel dissatisfied in what they're getting from this connection, as in they want more. Okay, they desire more. They feel like they don't have enough yet with you. Okay, so that's actually a really beautiful, loving energy. So let's go deeper here. We have the dry desert. We have pleasure. We have lotus flower unfoldment. And we have get to know each other. Learning to meet another's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. Okay. See, this is so lovely. Look what this tells us. I feel like this tells us exactly the transition that your person is wanting to go through with you. This tells us exactly what their plans are. What are their deepest feelings here? They feel like up until now, there's been a bit of a dry desert here. You know, like they feel like, again, this has to do with their sense of longing, their sense of dissatisfaction, not with you. Their dissatisfaction with not being able to be with you the way they wish to be with you. I feel like there's always been something that has been blocking the two of you from having that deep sense of contentment. Like, yes, this is the vision we had. This is what we always wanted to have with one another. And now we have it. But I feel like there's been a bit of this kind of like this dry desert energy, this longing, like not having things the way you both want them to be. And you're both longing for that. But what I find is very interesting here is, again, the transition energy here from dry desert to lotus flower and unfoldment, because I feel like this, while this is an energy of dryness or lack or scarcity, you know, where you're like longing, thirsting, this to me is also an energy of thirsting for water. Thirsting for water energy, which is cups energy, which is emotional fulfillment. Like you are lacking that. You're thirsting for it. You're like wandering the desert looking for your love, right? Looking for your cups energy, your water. And here's where it lies, in the unfoldment of this lotus flower, where the water, where it is growing in this water. And so I feel like that is what your person's deepest feelings are. They want this to unfold. They want to go from this kind of lacking desert of not not having what they want with you to actually having this Two of Cups. And part of that is going to be the pleasure of really getting to know each other at a deeper level. For some of you, I feel like this means that the communication hasn't been that good. Okay, the communication between the two of you has not been what it could or should be. And that's another thing that your person is really longing for. Like their deepest feeling here is to experience more pleasure, more joy, more happiness with you, and to get to know you at a much deeper level. Again, I feel like whatever this Hierophant's energy has been has really obstructed or gotten in the way of the two of you getting to know each other or spending some really good quality time together. Again, in a way that you really want to, but have not actually been able to. Okay, so this is lovely energy. This is literally the energy of transformation. This is the energy of, I really want to make a change here. I am ready to move forward. I'm ready to have that beautiful connection, that beautiful relationship that I really want with you, but I feel like we never quite get there, So let's take a look at some specific messages from them to you. Please do take these as they resonate. Wow, 2 fell out, so let's take both of them. And let's take a look at what else. Like, what else do they want now in terms of their deepest feelings? How do they wish to, move forward or manifest actions that go along with their deep feelings? Yeah, see, transformation energy, exactly. This is exactly what I mean. There is such deep energy here of transformation and transition, okay, which is really good, right? That's what we want. We want this energy to transition. We want this energy of feeling constricted, right? Feeling blocked. Feeling like you're wandering around this dry desert. We want to transform and transmutate that energy into pleasure, into connection, into this 9 of Cups energy, right? My emotions are like a roller coaster now. I don't know what I want, but I'm trying to find out. Okay, so like I said, these are very specific. Please take them as they resonate for your situation. So for some of you, definitely there has been a bit of a roller coaster energy here, right? That, it may have taken your person some time to figure this out, some time to figure out why is it that they feel so constricted. Why is it that they feel dissatisfied, right? It may have taken them some time. There may have been some of this, up and down, on and off energy between the two of you. I feel like for some of you, this relationship has been a bit on and off because of these issues, especially for those of you who are in a third party. Like sometimes you're hot, sometimes you're cold, sometimes you're hot, sometimes you're cold. So, there's been a definite roller coaster energy there. I can't admit that I'm wrong. My ego comes between us. I hide my insecurity behind my foolish pride. So isn't it interesting how we got this card directly above along with the ego card? So for some of you, there's definitely some major ego issues that are going on here for your person. And that might be another reason why for some of you, you're in separation, right? Or there's a struggle going on at this time. There's definitely something here in terms of this energy, right? With this Hierophant in reverse that may also come through as some sort of a struggle with ego and pride, like an inability to say, you know what, it's time for me to step up. You challenge me in ways that make me grow. Even though it's difficult, I know it's right. See, definitely, this is an energy of growth. This transition from, okay, I need to let go of what is binding me, what's holding me down, get into a good place for me so that I can here be with you. So there is a challenge here, but they are rising to that challenge. I don't know if I can live up to your image of me. I'm afraid that I won't be good enough for you. So that's definitely part of these restrictions, right? There is a definite fear of loss. There's a definite fear of what is on the other side of this transformation, right? Your person definitely wants this transformation. They want this Two of Cups. Their deepest desire is to have you in the most satisfying way, but also not coming from a fear of losing of losing themselves and of losing you. Okay, so this is very beautiful energy. There's a very deep desire here that your person has. Their deepest feelings for you are to be more authentic with who they are, to give up some of these challenges, these issues, loosen themselves away from anything that is holding you back, and to truly, truly be with you with this Two of Cups. Beautiful energy coming through. Let me know what you thought in the comment box below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Also, make sure that you, if you haven't already, please do like this video. It really helps the channel and it means so much to me. Also, subscribe if it resonates. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of these oracle decks that I've created for you, all of the links are in the box below. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. See you all on the next one. My beautiful group 2 that chose the Lion. Let's take a look at your person's deepest feelings for you. So, for our beautiful group 2, Spirit, please tell us, what are your person's deepest feelings for you at this time? What are your person's deepest feelings for you at this time? Oh, beautiful. 6 of Cups. Two of Wands. Lovely. And the Knight of Wands. Wow. All right. So we have a lot of passionate, loving energy coming through here. Very beautiful. So I feel like your person may have dropped out of this connection at some point. For some of you, there's definitely been a separation. There have been, decisions made here that your person has definitely come to regret. Okay, I'm getting an energy of nostalgia, of missing you, of regrets. I'm getting an energy from your person that you are constantly on their mind. Okay, so if they have been distant from you, if they are not communicating with you at this time, just know that right now it's like the dialogue that is happening between the two of you is more in the 5D. Like they are like thinking about you, reminiscing about you, going over and over the conversations that they've had with you. Something has happened here that has made them withdraw. But right now it's like they're in this stage of like ruminating, like they're festering where they're at right now because they are trying to figure out what to do next. Okay, so I'm getting definitely in terms of their deepest feelings for you, I'm getting a very, very deep soulmate energy here. With this 6 of Cups. I'm also getting a very, very sad energy of longing and missing you for those of you who are in separation. It's like they are right now just living off their memories of you, but they feel very, very nostalgic. It's almost like this energy of like, wow, I didn't value you until you were gone. And that is my bad. It's a my bad energy, my regrets. What was I thinking? And yet there's something here. I feel that for some of you, there's something here that it's like they felt if this relationship or this connection has ended or has been struggling for some time, it's like they felt that there was some sort of an action taken here or a decision made here that they felt could not be resolved or like that they could not get over. Okay, there was something here, and I feel like for some of you, you may even be confused, or you may not even know what that exactly was, because I'm getting a very strong energy for some of you that your person tends to keep things to themselves. Okay, like they tend to hold on to their true thoughts and feelings because they don't like to rock the boat. For many of you, I feel like your person is somebody who avoids confrontation, right? So when something is wrong or they're not liking something, they will either just disappear, because that's the only way they know how to cope. That's the only way they know how to handle it. They'll just kind of step back or disappear because they're not good at communicating what is bothering them. It's almost like they don't like to rock the boat. They don't like to rock the boat. What they don't understand is that, ghosting someone, which I feel for some of you, that is the story, not for everybody. Just take it as it resonates. But I feel like this person sometimes ghosts as a form of conflict resolution. And that is something that is not right. That doesn't work in relationships. And that's like the last thing you want to do. But I feel like, unfortunately, they haven't quite learned more effective or better communication skills. And so when they get stressed, when they feel overwhelmed by emotion, when they feel like, I didn't like that, or that doesn't work for me, or that's a problem for me, instead of saying it, they sometimes are too weak to say it. So they ghost. And what I mean by ghost is they'll just go radio silent. Like they won't talk about it. They won't talk to you. They won't, reach out. They'll just become very withdrawn energy. And I feel like that for many of you is what has happened right now. There's been some sort of a decision made here or an action taken here. For some of you, that has been one of withdrawal. I feel like it may even have to do with something that both of you are very passionate about, right? Because there's a lot of fiery energy here. So again, I feel like something happened here where either there was a discussion or an argument or a disagreement that instead of just, kind of seeing it through, your person decided that they didn't want to fight. They didn't want to battle it out. So they withdrew instead. And so in terms of their deepest feelings for you is like now they're just with the Six of Cups, kind of like in that, analysis paralysis mode, like just going over it again and again in their mind, but not really letting you go. Knight of Wands. It's like there's a part of them that wants to come rushing back in, in the same way that they withdrew. There's a part of them that wants to just start up the communication again, that wants to come, rushing back into your life. It's almost like they have this kind of like, it's a wish fulfillment. It's like a fantasy of, I wish this had never happened. I wish I could turn back time and go back to the way it was before. Because that is easier for them in their mind to do than to actually take action and talk this out. I don't know what it is in this particular reading from this particular energy. I just feel like they really struggle to sit down and have an honest conversation. Not that they are liars or that they're deceitful. I just feel like they really struggle with communication. It's one of their biggest issues. They would rather be silent than to communicate their true feelings. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. See? Solitude. See what I mean? Wow. Wow. Wisdom. See, this is what I mean. They don't have quite that perspective. See? Synergy. And be willing to express love. When we express love, we begin to receive more love. Oh my gosh, Spirit. Wow. See? This is such an incredible confirmation. Look at this. It's such an incredible confirmation of the fact that your person tends to withdraw into solitude because that is their coping mechanism. They don't know what else to do in the wake, in the confrontation of conflict. They just cannot do it. And I do feel that one of the reasons why, and again, take this as it resonates, but it's coming through very clearly. One of the reasons why your person goes into solitude or withdraws or ghosts instead of actually expressing their opinion or their feelings is because I feel like for some of them, they have some sort of anger or rage that is within them. Okay, it has nothing to do with you. This is something that they've been carrying in their body. I feel it like it's very much in their body. It's in their energy. It's in their vibration. It has to do with their upbringing. It has to do with their childhood. Okay, there's some deep sense of anger and frustration that your person has, but they try to hide it. okay? Because they feel ashamed of it. They feel ashamed of being an angry person. They're not at ease with that. You know how some people, they just tend to have an angry, you know, like that's one of their issues. They tend to have an angrier personality, but some people are very open about that. They're like, dude, I get mad really quick. Like, I'm just a short fuse. Like, I'm all right with that. Like, that's just me. But this person is not like this. They feel guilty about their anger. Okay. They feel guilty and they almost feel like, why are they not wise enough to know better? This is somebody who cares about learning lessons. They care about gaining wisdom and knowledge with life experience. And this is why they're a bit ashamed or embarrassed that they still haven't quite gotten to the place where they can manage their anger. Their frustration or their impatience, right? So this is somebody who definitely seeks wisdom, who seeks truth, who seeks skills, but that is why they are trying to hide the fact that they still haven't done well with managing their anger, because that anger is covering some level of pain that they are experiencing. And I feel like that pain comes from something from their past that they've been carrying on with them. It's like a wound that hasn't fully healed. There's a wound that they're carrying from their past that is kind of masked by that anger. But the anger is really just a mask for the underlying pain that they're carrying with them. So they need to, and I feel like it's like that's where the wisdom really comes in, is that for them being able to identify truthfully what is that pain and why is it still there. That's where the wisdom comes in. It's like they need to figure that out. They need to wisen up to that, because what they truly want with you, and look at the beautiful, I love the fact that both of these are very green. Look at these cards. Look at the beautiful green color. And to me, that represents all of the growth that your person truly wants to have with you. Be willing to express love and synergy. Like they want to be in tune with you. They want that synergy with you. And because they know that when they are in alignment, when they are in vibrational alignment and attune with themselves and their truth, they can be more in attunement with you. They can really, really be synergistic with you. But they are starting to realize that that's not going to happen until they are in synergy with themselves first. And they have to be honest about what it is that that is forcing them into this solitude. What is it that keeps pushing them into, I would rather be alone than to communicate, than to express. So what I'm loving though about this is that, see, be willing to express love, is that they're finally getting to that point where it is becoming very important to them to express their love. And that's why we're getting this Knight of Wands. There's a passion there that, you know what, maybe it's time for me to stop being like, you know, this person who's hiding in the shadows, who's disappearing when things get tough, and instead let me toughen up, be this Knight of Wands, be more bold, be more assertive, be willing to express my true feelings and my true thoughts, and to not be afraid of the outcome of that, you know? So let's take a look at some specific messages. What would they say to you? And then we're going to take a look at possible actions. What actions do they wish to take based on these very deep feelings that they have for you? So based on these very deep feelings, what do they wish to do? Yeah, that makes sense. See, I pushed you away because I was scared to commit to a real relationship. Yeah, see? Why? Because a real relationship is all about not ghosting, not going into solitude, not running away when things get tough. A real relationship is about truly, truly communicating your wants, your needs, your thoughts, your feelings openly and authentically, right? Instead of hesitating, right? There's definitely a hesitation energy, right? Throughout this reading, I'm sure you've noticed this person hesitates when it comes to sharing their deepest thoughts and feelings because, number one, they're afraid of rocking the boat. They don't want to be confrontational, and they don't want to be confrontational because they're afraid that their anger will come out. They're afraid that their anger and frustration will come out, and they tend to want to keep a tight lid on that. I long for you day and night. I'm consumed by my desire for you. Our chemistry is amazing. See? Like I said, this Six of Cups is exactly that energy of them longing for you, reminiscing, going, thinking and rethinking. My childhood was difficult and it still affects me. I was let down by the people I loved and trusted. See? This is what I was saying. They are carrying around some sort of pain that is masked by that anger or that sense of rage that they are embarrassed and ashamed to admit to, right? So on the surface, they try to show that they're a very balanced person. Like, oh, look at me. I'm yin yang. I'm like a, smooth, cool kind of a guy, or smooth, cool kind of a gal, right? But that's not what's really there. There's a brewing, there's that brewing under the surface. So I do feel that they are definitely going to be making the choice with this Two of Wands, as well as exercising their free will to come back into your life here and to work this out. But they're really going to have to, and I feel like they're definitely there. I mean, they've realized this, okay? And they're definitely there. And I feel like they're going to come to you and say, I need to express myself to you. Are you willing to listen? I know I've been, a jackass, but now I feel like I want to tell you what I'm really truly thinking and feeling if you are willing to listen. And maybe we can, get this relationship back on track. So this is really beautiful energy. Let me know what you thought in the comment box below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I've created for you to help you out and get you more clarity at home, all of the links are in the box below. So if you haven't already, make sure you do like this video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Of course, subscribe if it resonates. Thank you so much for being here. Love you guys. See you all on the next one. All right, my beautiful group 3 that chose the cat. Here are your person's deepest feelings for you. Ooh. Spirit, for our beautiful group 3. What are your person's deepest feelings for you at this time? Wow, interesting energies. Look at this. We have the Magician, we have the Devil, and we have the Page of Cups. All right, so I am feeling that there has definitely been something big that has happened here. Struggle, separation, okay? Lack of communication or diminished communication, maybe like little to no contact. For some of you, there's been a no contact situation for quite some time, okay? I definitely feel for some of you, this has been a no contact situation and it seems to be lingering. There seems to be something here where there's a block between what is the vision for this relationship? What is the desire? What do they wish to manifest with you versus what is actually happening? And I feel like that is where the greatest disconnect is in this energy. When it comes to their deepest feelings for you, I feel like there's a part of them that just feels almost obsessed with you. Okay, like there's a very deep sense of attachment here. I feel like your person, there's something about you specifically that is unlike anything they have ever experienced before. So there's something about you that is incredibly special and different. And it's almost like they knew this from the moment they first either met you, saw you, or interacted with you. There is something energetically, there was something at the soul level here. But unfortunately, it's like, you know, with the devil's energy, we want to be a little bit careful because it becomes an addiction. You know, it's like being addicted to your love. And, you know, if you're not careful, that can turn toxic and codependent. Okay. So this is why I feel like love is a wonderful thing, but we don't want it to kind of come from the devil's energy. We want it to come from the energy of pure light. You know, we want it to come from the energy of positivity. Like, you know, you are a whole person. I am a whole person. We don't need one another to complete one another. We are two whole, happy, loving individuals who found one another to then enhance our already happy life, or we're already happy with who we are, where we are, and we are not incomplete. And because we have met and connected and fell in love, we are only adding to the happiness, the joy, and the love that we already have for ourselves, for our self-esteem, for our self-love, as well as for life, right? So I feel like this is, it's coming through as a lesson from Spirit that your person's deepest feelings for you are truly very loving, but be a little bit careful because they tend to be a bit obsessive, okay? Like I said, there's something about you that this person finds intoxicating. Okay, there's something about you energetically, vibrationally. I feel like it also comes from past life, like they've recognized you from some sort of a very passionate either love affair or passionate relationship connection that they had with you in a previous life that they can still feel in this one. So I feel like Spirit is saying that just be a little bit careful because this person can get obsessive. Like they can be obsessed with you. They can become very, very focused on like having you, you know, and wanting all of your attention. Okay. Also be careful that as much as this person loves you, they can become very all-consuming, right? So, like, if you guys are together, just be careful that they don't want all of your time. You know, like that they still support that you guys have family, you guys have friends, you have other people, you want to hang out with everybody too. You don't want to just become isolated where it's just like the two of you against the world, you know, because I feel like that's another tendency that this person has. So it's almost like they want to be everything to you. They want to be with you all the time. They want to be your main person, but at the same time, that can become them wanting to dominate your attention, right? And them getting a little bit jealous or dissatisfied if you turn your attention to other people in your life, okay? So I feel like that's something you want to be a little bit careful about because, see, they're coming through very much as this Page of Cups energy, so more of a childlike energy, right? I'm not feeling that your person, despite whatever their age is emotionally mature, right? They have some emotional maturing to do. Their communication, their way of loving you, their way of expressing their love, their way of being with you can sometimes turn immature. That's why I feel like with this energy right here, it's almost like sometimes they throw tantrums kind of like a child. Like when they don't get your attention or they want your attention and you may have your attention focused somewhere else, they may start a conflict, they may start a little fight, a little spat just to get your attention back on them. Okay. And it may seem like they're just starting a fight for no reason, but what they're really doing it for is to get your attention, is to get you back focused on them if they sense that you are distant in some way. So again, that comes from that Page of Cups energy, right? There's a sense of emotional immaturity that your person has, you know. I'm not saying they're a bad person at all, but I feel like they do, Spirit is saying that, you know, they do need to kind of go up the scale of maturity if they want to be in a very healthy relationship with you, you know. And that is why we're getting this energy of the Magician, because I feel like at some level they do understand this, because I feel like maybe you have noticed this about them and you may have tried to like maybe set some boundaries, because you may have noticed that this person, as loving as they are, as good their intentions may be, they may very easily become codependent. And they may have shared this with you. They may have shared with you that in past relationships, they may have had codependent relationships where they felt like they were very dependent on that other person and vice versa, right? But the good thing here, what I like, and I feel like what's very hopeful here, is this Magician's energy, because this tells me that your person is now becoming aware. They are slowly, in their deepest feelings for you, starting to realize that it's time to manifest something different with this Magician's energy. It's a big spiritual lesson for them, that it's time to, work on manifesting a relationship with you that is healthier, that is better, that is not about some of this like kind of lure and pull of that devil's energy, where things can get a bit more toxic than what is right for the growth of the relationship. Yeah, see, encouragement, blossoming, shape-shifting, and appreciate this moment. Each and every situation has an opportunity to grow and find love. So yeah, see, I feel like what they really want in their deepest feelings, their deepest desires, is they want this relationship to truly blossom. And again, I feel like that's why they've realized with this Magician's energy that if they are too demanding of you, because I do feel for some of you, they may have been very demanding of your time, of your attention, in ways that may have turned you off eventually. Like, I feel like initially you may have been very flattered by that. Like, oh my gosh, my person really wants my attention. My person, they just want me to be around all the time, or, they want to communicate with me all the time. They keep sending me messages telling me they love me. Like, initially, I think the attention was very flattering. It made you feel really good. It made you feel like very wanted and desired by this person, which is a good thing. But I feel like as time went on, it may have become a bit too much, and you started maybe setting a bit of boundaries with this person. Like, you may have started to feel like, okay, this is a little bit too much. This is more than I can handle, and I think I need to pull back a little, or at least I think I need to set some sort of a boundary a little bit, saying like, okay, maybe we need a little bit of space. So I feel like that if you have asked for space, that's why your person felt a little hurt by that, because again, they feel very emotionally invested in you, right? There's a lot of deep emotional investment here that your person has. And so if you pulled away or you tried to set a boundary with them, I think that was difficult for them. So what they want is for this love, this connection to blossom, because there seems to be a bit of a restrictive energy coming through. And the thing is that, see, I feel like that's where this came through. I feel like you guys were doing well, but because this devil's energy, things became maybe a bit more obsessive, a bit more toxic, and it really felt like there were some dark clouds that were shifting into this energy. It made it feel very heavy. It made it feel more difficult with lack of clarity. But the thing is, this person is a bit of a shapeshifter, right? We're getting shape-shifting energy, as in like, it's almost like they will adapt to how you set the boundary when they love you. Okay. So like their natural tendency, sometimes it's towards excessive, like, okay, I need you around, a little bit of neediness, right? Like, I need you around, I need you available, I need your attention. They tend to have kind of like a dominant vibration of neediness. But I feel like when they realize that, and as they have realized that is not healthy for this relationship, that is not going to work for this relationship, it's like they're willing to shift. Like they are malleable, as in like they're not so, how some people are very rigid in the way that they are. They have a hard time shifting or adjusting themselves to different situations. I feel like your person is not like that. One of their strengths is that they can shift. They can make the adjustment with some encouragement. So I feel like, again, this is not a bad person. They just tend to be a bit needy and maybe a bit more immature, but they are definitely on the path to maturing, to being better, but they really could use your encouragement. Like, they want to be encouraged by you. they again, very childlike energy. Like they want that, oh, that clapping, like, oh, look, you're doing great. Oh, look, this is like, you know, like they like that encouragement. They like that, you know, just the way kids are, like, you know, when they do something good, you're like, oh, you did such a great job. I feel like that's what they are truly wanting. They're truly wanting that encouragement, you know, in that magician's energy, to mature, to be better, to not be so much in that toxic kind of codependent energy, and to blossom into something better, and to shift into something better here with you. And they and they're like this because they just so appreciate who you are. Like, I feel like they have a very deep appreciation for you and what you've brought to this connection and what you've brought into their life. And that is why they want to grow with you. See, each and every situation has an opportunity to grow and find love. So I feel like they are very much willing to grow out of this neediness. They're very much willing to grow into this magician's energy, right? And it's a good thing. It may take them, you know, some trial and error, but I feel like, again, if you encourage them, and if that's something you wish to do, that is going to help with the blossoming here. So let's get some specific messages from them. And in terms of their deepest feelings, we'll also see what are they willing to do about those deep feelings, right? What are their next actions going to be based on their very deep feelings here for you? Beautiful. Look at that. Yeah, see, we're getting beliefs. So this is the thing. Yeah, okay. So life feels empty without you by my side. You were my best friend and I pushed you away. Okay, so this is why I feel like for some of you who may have had to set some boundaries here, you may have had to step back or push, you know, like they pushed you away by being a bit too, they may have pushed you away by being too needy, you know, by being maybe a bit too obsessive or a bit too toxic, like wanting too much of you, right? I'm keeping secrets from you that I'm too ashamed to admit. I'm afraid to talk about these things. Okay, so there's a reason, right? There's a reason here why your person can be a bit codependent, or why is it your person can be a little bit, you know, needy or needing a lot of attention. And that's where I feel like you may want to have that conversation, you know, with this encouragement energy and this blossoming energy. If this is a relationship that you want to continue, that you want to grow, you're going to have the conversation of why is your person, you know, needy? Why are they, why do they have codependent or obsessive tendencies? There's something behind that, right? There's a secret behind that. There's a reason why they developed in that direction, and maybe they have not been too ashamed to tell you about why that is. I contradict myself and give you mixed messages because I don't know what I want. Okay, so for some of you, this is specific for some of you. This is not for everybody, but take it as it resonates. I feel like that's also coming from this devil's energy, right? Like that, you know, sometimes they're just very contradictory. They can be very hot with you. They can be very cold with you. This is, again, for some of you. They may give you mixed messages because they tend to be codependent, or when they are in a bad state, they tend to be like, you know, isolated. Right? So they'll either be extremely, extremely close to you or extremely, extremely far from you. And sometimes that happens in these situations, right? Where you have this kind of devil's energy of somebody who is acting out their codependent tendencies. So in terms of what they wish to do, yeah, you know, yes, they want you. They want this relationship. They do realize that your beliefs may be different. As in, you know, their beliefs are more about like closer, closer, closer. Give me your time. Give me your attention. Your beliefs are more like, no, you know, we need to be equals here, but we need to be whole people. We can't have a relationship that's based on neediness or toxicity. We need to be whole, healthy people. So I feel like there's going to be a working out here of the beliefs. There's going to be a growth process away from this Page of Cups and maturing into this Magician's energy. And I feel like a lot of it will also have to do with how you wish to be in your material world. Like, to me, this is all about like, okay, How do you want to build a life together? This is Pentacles energy. How are we going to be practical about this? Can we come together and build a real life together that is practical, that is whole, that is healthy, that is not based on, somebody, being desperate to have somebody else, somebody being obsessed with somebody else, right? How can we balance this all out, be very logical, practical in a good way, and build a solid, real relationship between two healthy people? So it's really actually very, very beautiful energy. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I've created for you, all of the links are in the box below. Please do give this video a thumbs up, a like. It really helps the channel and means so much to me. Also subscribe if it resonates for you. And thank you so much for being here. I'll see you guys on the next one.